Hello everyone, my name is Kevin and this is the Notce video. In this video, I will be talking about my Patreon page that I've created for, well, all my linguistic endeavors. Though my main channel, as a lot of you know, is Lernen Alt English, but this Patreon account may seem like it's for that, but I also include this channel and my other linguistic endeavors. So let us begin. What is Patreon? For those of you who don't know, try to think of it as virtual busking, where for those of you who don't know what that is, it's let's say you're out and you see musicians playing and you see people throwing the money. Patreon is sort of like an online version of that. However, what patrons do, they in the case of how I have it set up, that they pledge. And the word pledge, for those of you English is not your first language, the word pledge is a synonym to promise. So you pledge X amount of money, and you'll be charged monthly. That's how it works. But I'll go into detail of what you can get out of it by being a patron of this my channel and my linguistic endeavors. Let's get into that. Okay, so if you pledge $1 to $9. You get access to patron-only content, connect with other patrons. What this really means is that you'll be able to see my feed of what am I up to. I'll be saying stuff on there when I'm working on that I don't mention on Twitter. Yes, for my old English channel I do have Twitter, but not for this one. That I'm not mentioning on Facebook. So you get a more intimate closeness with me as far as my work is concerned, and you get to comment, and so we can have a dialogue there, so anyway, and as well you can connect with other people that have the same passion as you into old Germanic languages or all things Germanic. But if you pledge $10, what this will give you, and the $10 level is called the Germanic Culture live streams. And what that is, well, let me list out what you would get out of it. Well, like the first level, you get access to patron-only content, connect with other patrons, and this Germanic Culture live streams. What that is, where I'll have a private live stream for all those who donate $10. Not donate, who pledged $10, that these live streams will include reading, excuse me, it'll include readings. By that, I'll be having, let's say, and this will be monthly, by the way, so 1 month, I'll be having a live stream event where me reading, I don't know, let's say old Saxon texts, or old High German texts, or other Germanic languages, but there's that. But there's more though. There's also musical live performances, where I would perform the songs that I compose. For example, I wouldn't mind singing my recent rendition of Drum Demik and Drum. And finally, readings of Germanic fairy tales. Yes, this is a treat. Okay, for those of you who know me personally, what I like to do in my spare time, I like to go into databases, and I like to look for fairy tales from the Germanic world that have remnants of paganism, that mention the names of gods and rituals and stuff like that. I mean, I'm really into looking for that stuff because it's really hard to find. So you have to really dig deep, and I like bringing that to the surface. And that's so. I mean, if you really want to know more about that, I suggest you become part of this Germanic live stream thing. Anyway, as well, I would also have information sessions. Where, for example, I would have one on, let's say, Old High German or Old Norse, explain what those languages are, or what specifically what that language is, if I want to hone in on one. possibly it'll be followed by an FAQ session as well. And possibly I can have guest speakers that will come in and will talk about X subject, about linguistics, Germanic linguistics, or Germanic culture, or something like that. And that's pretty much it as far as the Germanic live streams go. I mean, it's only $10 a month to be a part of it. Like, try to think of it as like a club, where you have these performance events you can go to and whatnot. So try to think of it as some really cool club, if you will. And that's it as far as Patreon goes. If you want to become a patron, please click on the link down below to become a patron and become part of this project, and in supporting this channel and my other linguistic endeavors that I really hope to make a difference with what I do. Because there's a lot that's out there, and it's right under our feet, and I'm more than happy to take what's right under our feet and bring it to the surface for everyone to enjoy. Okay? Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you haven't, please like my Facebook down below. I wish you all a good night. Goodbye.